Hello YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Pinstar Plays Nine Kings, Episode 2. So, last time we went in as the King of Nothing, and on the Baron difficulty, and I think we did pretty well. I think Baron difficulty is a little on the lower side. So let's mix it up a little bit. Let's go King of Spells on the Count difficulty. Count difficulty is, I mean, there are difficulty levels lower than Baron. Baron, I mean, we did lose one life on Baron difficulty, but Count difficulty is when the game really starts getting some teeth. So the King of Spells, as the name would imply, is all about magic troops, not very strong melee-wise, but they pack a punch, and AoE as well. So let's dive in, see what we can do. Alright, we're up against the King of Nothing and the King of Progress. Alright, Citadel. I'm trying to decide if I want to place this so it can be buffed by something in the center. They don't really have anything that buffs structures from centrally, so I'm going to put it in the corner. Alright, we've got wizards. Alright, so this is actually a perfect combo here. So, wizards, a troop, casts powerful attacks, slow rate of speed. This is an enchantment. We put this on one of our units, and the units trigger a chain, deals +1 damage and +1 chain. Library has a 50% chance of duplicating an enchantment of one troop next to it. So this is sort of like a put the wizards down, give them an enchantment buff, and then make extra copies of that so that it has a chance to, I guess, deal +2 damage and +2 chain. So yeah, we could go kind of nutty with that. Well, at the very least, we can start off with that. The wizards by themselves, yeah, they'll be fine. Farm. So yeah, since we beat the King of Nothing, we get a draw from the King of Nothing. King of Nothing has farm, which adds units. So if we're going to go all in on this stack of wizards, there's only 9 of them. We can get +1 wizard every single turn. Let's do that. And the sooner we start stacking that, the better. Now they are kind of frail, and yeah, they do attack really slowly. So, oh, a defender. So from the King of Progress, we have a defender, tanker unit that doesn't attack, but reflects all damage taken. That sounds good to me. We will put you up here. Actually, I probably should have put them next to the farm, because if the farm would trigger on them, that would also be really good for us. Yeah, I should have put it next to the farm. Well, I mean, we could give them their own farm. Because, yeah, adds +1 unit to one adjacent troop. So it only buffs up one troop. But you know what? We could... Oof. Ugh. You know, I might do this. Doubles the max HP, because yeah, the defenders are all about max HP, and while the wizards are not exactly tanks, giving them a little bit more survivability might let them get one more attack off. So I'm gonna do feast, and yeah, you know what? Let's buff up these guys. They each get their own farms. Alright, we're facing off against Spells Rebellion, so we're gonna get a Spells card. Shaman. Buffs allies attack damage based on its own damage. No, I think we're going to keep going for the wizards. We could level up wizards here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go static and then library so it has a chance to keep ticking. I do wish they had a faster attack. Overhaul, eh? Or just more defender. I think we go level 2 defender. All right, let's see what our blessing is. Target cards in target plot level up. All right, so middle here and the corner will get free level ups in 9 turns. All right, well, you know what? Let's get our... Yeah, it has a... So now we have an extra stack on them. I mean, we could just wild card. I don't want soldier, so we'll just wild card. And I mean, we could use a wild card to level up a farm if we really wanted it. Let's level up a farm. So now they're getting 2 units here. Since we're fighting the King of Progress, there's always the chance of us getting a concabulator, which the concabulator lets you level everything up by 1. Converter. I don't want executioner. I wanna focus on lots of troops. Yeah, we'll grab an overhaul. Time to... Alright, so up against King of Stone or King of Blood? We'll go King of Blood. Especially if we're spamming some of these other units here. Let's keep going all in on the wizards. Get them up to level 2. No, never lucky with the... So King of Blood has the imps. But also the demons, which are the bigger ones. Alright, Carnage. This one is really good for our defenders because, yeah, dealing 10% of HP as area damage is really, really good. And it could get doubled up by the library. Or not. But at least the chance is there. Alright, holding our own pretty well. More farms, please. Ooh. So... Alright, I think I might go... So, good supports for our wizards would be thieves and bombers. Here's the reason. Bombers are suicide bombers. There is a... Although we don't fight the King of Greed, do we? No, we don't fight the King of Greed. So, we don't need bombers. Bombers have, actually, thieves, which jump to the back line. And actually, the other backline killing king is King of Nature, which also we aren't fighting. So, we might be fine, actually. I'm going to re-roll, see what else we get here. I mean, we could get our 3rd level wizard just straight up. Do I want a thing of shamans? I'm not too sure. We get a thing of boars and have boar riding wizards. Let's get it. Oh, I'm just short. Dang it. Alright, let's get you boosted. So we have 2 level 2 farms. And yes, I could put a unit here, but because these farms are +1 to 1 adjacent troop, that whoever would get the benefit of that would be split up, which wouldn't necessarily be the wrong thing, but I'd rather just hyper focus into these 2 different units. Yeah, let's get you guys up to level 2. Ooh, double buff on stacks of carnage. So that means if somebody kills one of my defenders, they will suicide bomb and take out, do a lot of damage. Because the damage they deal is based on their hit points, not their attack stat. There's that contabulator. Well, yeah, we can go contabulator. Because I haven't leveled these guys up to 3 yet. Yeah, we haven't. So contabulator does absolutely nothing on its own. But what it does do is it levels all of our other plots by 1. Which is why I've been keeping things at level 2 and under. And then once you get it to level 3, it becomes useless. So then you can destroy it for more benefit. It doesn't you don't lose those things. Yeah, actually we'll put that there. I mean, I hope we can get this done before... Those defenders are pulling their weight. Spire is really good for us because it heals units that are close to death. I'm going to put something back here in case we come across something that can further buff our wizards. And yeah, I'm going to put the Spire up here because that's also eventually going to get buffed by the... So this thing's healing up our troops here. These gunners are really tanky for ranged troops anyway. All right, another level of concabulator. Fantastic. And actually, I think we're going to get a massive level cascade. Because that's going to hit the concabulator, the library, which is level 2 already. And then the Spire. So the Spire should go right to level 3 when that hits. Yeah. So I think Blacksmith right here doesn't do anything. I'll take a wild card. Double the attack speed of your Citadel's lightning bonus. Towers or units and towers have a 20% chance to deal critical damage. Critical damage, please. Now, I guess my other question would be, do I want to put another thing of wizards over here? Because, yeah, when this concabulator hits, it's going to buff, it's going to level everything. Yeah, let's do another thing of wizards. They won't be nearly as powerful, mind you. Another Spire, an Offering, or a Warlock. We'll take Offering. And actually, you know what? I'm kind of having second thoughts on the Wizard. Although, well, if we Offering, we get 3 new cards so that we get to play more stuff. So we could find other permanents. So we're going to take them out. And we did not get any more permanents. That's unfortunate. I think we get one more year to get stuff. But yeah, I think we drop a procreate. We drop a procreate. Yeah, because this is all going to level itself up. I guess we got to bin an overhaul. Yeah, look at all that chain lightning going through every time our wizards fire off their salvos. Scout tower is something that could level up. Oh, never mind. Well, all right. So here's the thing. So everything now is nice and leveled, and we want to. This is now useless. I'm going to throw down the scout tower, and then we can destroy that. And the scout tower should absorb the 2 level ups from that. Not bad. Mangler. That does the opposite of what we want. Destroy target plot to level up adjacent plots. I'm really not liking any of those. Let's reroll. Vampirism would be nice, but our defenders don't actually attack, so they don't. Units attacks. Theirs is like a reflexive one. I mean, maybe I want bombers. Maybe I want. Our Citadel's only level 2, but that's going to probably soak up our... Let's go bomber. I'm going to overhaul the concabulator because it does nothing now. And yeah, double leveled the scout tower. I do see there might be a merit with shaman because they boost up our they can boost up our wizards. Let's go shaman. Actually, we can put the shaman here. Well, the shaman might soak up some things, but that might not be a bad thing. Spread it out a little bit. See this little rising energy here? That's our units getting buffed by the shaman. Alright, steel coat is that's another enchantment. Let's go steel coat. We're gonna go over here in case we can buff the damage of the shaman. But I think we're gonna wild card level up the shaman so that their damage goes higher. So thus their buff goes higher. Yeah, it's really nice having defenders as we could go another level of shaman. Because I don't think we're going to do any more concabulator gambits here. So let's go another level of shaman. Leveling the troops up also increases the you can see our defenders getting freaking huge from the shaman buffs. It's just getting... Alright, I'm glad I went shaman here. Reinforce. Whenever any plot levels up. That could be good. Doubles all enchantments on your active troops. Yes. That's been kind of our thing. Gains +1 damage. You know what? because it's based on their damage, the more damage the shamans get, the more they pop. Alright, well, our scout tower is maxed out. I think, actually, is everything maxed out? I think it is, actually. Yeah, we'll take another scout tower then. Or, heck, we could throw down some bombers. Let's throw down some bombers. Help with some chaff over here. We melt their imps very quickly. King of Spells is very good against King of Blood. Yeah, we'll go bomber. Alright, we make peace with somebody. Yeah, I don't mind being at war, so we'll make peace with the King of Nothing. Might be hard getting some of these upgrades. Cancels the first hit the target would take in every battle. I mean, if something is targeting our wizards, we'll want to protect them from it. Because that just nullifies one source of damage. Or when we attack their defenders. Yeah, getting them bigger and bigger and healing. Like, and the funny thing is, our defenders are the greatest source of damage just through reflective damage here. We'll go reinforce. Yeah. Look at all that lightning. So many stacks of it now. I gotta see exactly how many stacks we've got. No. Take a bomber. Alright, farm. See, this is our chance to get other stuff from kings that aren't even part of our pantheon at the moment. Not feeling any of these though. Our library is level 3, yeah, okay. So is our spire. I don't want a mangler. We don't need a concabulator. Cemetery. Alright, so hear me out. A cemetery, if an adjacent unit dies in battle, summon an imp to fight in its place. If we put that where the library is, that would go kind of crazy. I mean, granted, I like the library too. The library's putting in good work. Alright, you know what? We're going to buy this scout tower so that we can level you up. We're going to buy... I don't need a dispenser. We don't have a lot of income generation. I mean, do I want a cemetery just the wizards? Yeah, why not? Granted, I need a place for all of these. We should get, yeah, we're going to get another expansion coming here, so we'll let's just throw down our bomber buffs. Oh, I guess I have to commit. All right, cemetery. We'll throw the scout tower at wherever we stand to. Offering a And also our Citadel's only level 2. Alright, we'll go Citadel. Level it up. We should be expanding next turn. Alright, yeah, they killed some of our wizards, so that generated a few imps. And then that just distracts the wizards. Well, they're wizards anyway. Yeah, we'll get more. There we go. Since we're just throwing down another tower, we don't need any specific adjacencies. Throw one like back here. Carnage. I'll take a thing of Carnage. Before we level anything up, though, let's put another reinforce on the shamans, so that when we level the scout tower up, they get even more benefit from it. When you see little exclamation points on there, that means that's a crit. Yeah, more enchantments. Have 100 attack, but nah. No thank you. Units and towers attack. Useless for our defenders, but everyone else is gonna be happy. Yeah, they keep getting stacks of reinforced from the library here. Yeah, see, they're killing a couple of our wizards, and that just turns them around in. Do we need to be able to delete something for overhaul? I mean, it's better than the other two. Alright, so you give you guys a thing of static. Not to mention our shamans doing all that, putting in the work. Our bombers are level 3, so another bomber ain't gonna help us out. Can I get a graveyard, please? I'll take a carnage. Now that we've blown through all of our money. Earthworks is an interesting one. It lets you sacrifice a plot to open up 2 others, and you get the cards back. Let's Earthworks. I'm gonna Earthworks. What do I want to Earthworks? I mean, I could Earthworks the scout tower, but no, I'm gonna Earthworks. Oh, I guess I gotta finish picking. Yeah, but Earthworks the spire, because it gives you their cards back up to 3, so we will get 3 cards of spire back. Now here's an idea. This graveyard, well, nice. Might not be the best thing, but what if we did like spire, overhaul, and level them all up. time you use overhaul, it levels up one more thing. I don't really want executioner. I don't want my own gunners. We'll take a thing of reinforce. Now we've got all enchantments here. Getting bigger and bigger. Combustion is an interesting one. Causes area damage equal to 20% when it kills. I think combustion. Oh, hey, this is handy. It play out all of our cards. All of our cards are buffs, so we've got room. Granted, we have an empty space, but that's okay. All right, once again, facing off against the King of Progress. It's random who's your final boss, but hey, I'll take it. And there goes the champion. Look at how huge some of these guys are getting. What's with the red guy? It's going on for so long, this is nuts! I mean, these are some really tanky guys, but we're tankier. Your kingdom has thrived! Alright, folks, well that was 9 Kings with the King of Spells on count difficulty. Not too shabby. I'd say everything played its part. Those farms definitely came into clutch over time. Is that 31 stacks of carnage and 16 stacks of static and 3 stacks of the coat, and then that last one we play at the end, and you've got 11 stacks of progress. Fantastic. All right, folks, so if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, it's been Pinstar signing out. See ya.